In sports, of course, everyone wants to win, but in the game of life, it's your character that really counts. As KELOLAND's Don Jorgensen reports in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, that's one of the many messages a former basketball coach is spreading to young athletes all across the Midwest.
For 25 years, former basketball coach Tim Weidenbach called the gymnasium his second home.
Think about what you get to do.
But he began to realize he had a much higher calling.
Higher Power Sports is it's a nonprofit that I started about 6 years ago.
Weidenbach says his nonprofit, Higher Power Sports, is an opportunity for him to speak to young athletes all over the Midwest on various topics.
What I started it to be is just character coaching, where I'd go into area high school and college athletic programs and talk about teamwork and leadership and things like that.
But Higher Power Sports has evolved into something so much more.
I go into schools and I do a Be Kind message where I talk about the golden rule, basically, treat others the way you'd like to be treated.
He also speaks to a lot of driver's education classes on distracted driving. It's a topic that hits home personally for him.
She remembers the last time she saw her mom.
I talk about an incident that my cousin was killed in an accident caused by a distracted driver. She was riding her bicycle over by a family farm over by Hills, Minnesota, and I've given that talk over 400 times, and even talking now, it's emotional to talk about.
Emotions that are sometimes shared by his audience. That's why he's enlisted the help of a friend, man's best friend. Meet Remy. She's a 1-year-old golden retriever. Weidenbach says she comes in handy during some of his talks, especially the difficult ones.
It will be a buffer after my emotional distracted driving talk that kids can, kind of decompress and pet Remy and things like that. Or, I do a lot of mentoring with kids that are going through difficult times. And, when I do those mentoring sessions, it'll be nice to have Remy come and just kind of be a, hopefully not running around like this.
Obviously, Remy is still in training, just like her best says, but she, along with Weidenbach's message, are impacting young lives at no charge.
Well, Tim does not charge. Everything he does is based off of donations. So whatever school he goes to, driver's ed program, college, university, there is no fee.
Weiden speaks about 200 times a year, and that can get costly when you're traveling thousands of miles.
Some people go overseas for missions, things like that. I think he views this as his mission.
A mission with powerful messages that scores big points with young athletes all across the Midwest.
Sports has been a very important part of my life, and I'm here because of what I believe is my higher power to go out and serve others.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Don Jorgensen.
And as Don mentioned, Weidenbach puts on thousands of miles on his vehicle. It recently broke down, and he's now in need of a replacement. If you'd like to help him continue his mission, we provide a link with more information under this story from Don on KELOLAND.com.